Alright, welcome back all my legends. Today's video, I'm gonna show you guys. So somebody commented they wanted me to show them how to create a $100 trading account because you can't do that from the website. So I'll show you guys quickly on this MetaTrader 4, and then I will show you guys my progress on my account. I'll just tell you guys the end result, and I'll break down the trade for you guys. So here I got to 168. You guys seen I started with $100. This is a real account. I'll show you guys here. I can't do it on my screen because it's gonna show my account number. I don't know if that matters, but I see a lot of people covering it. So 168.60. There you go, 168. And then I'll show you guys cover my finger. My account number is real, right? It's real. A lot of people they just show you their account like this, and then they'll come back and show it to you. And I don't know if people are using screenshots, but you see here I can move back and forth. It's a live account, right? Some people they do this. They'll show you their account, turn their phone, and then they'll just go real like that, But it can just be a screenshot. So I don't know who's real or not, but that's what it is. Anyways, let me show you guys how to quickly, what is it? Open a demo account. Open an account, and then just go to demo, whatever. Click new demo account. Next. His name was Solomon Beetle. Because obviously, if you're gonna start trading, you want to trade the account that you're gonna trade. You're not gonna trade $10,000 account. Obviously, you don't create a big account. So, for me, when I started, I just started doing $100 account, or you can just create up from your your website, and then just lose the money until you get $100. But if you want to do it the easy way, this is the way to do it. Enter your information, just go to $100, and then click next, and you're good to go. All right, so let's go to this trade right here. Close this. So we should put it over here. So you can see here, I traded with $100, and then I got to 168 now, which is a 68% gain on a $100 account. So when I double it, like I said, I think I'm gonna go 500. I'm comfortable with 500. For once I hit $200, I'm just gonna add in the $300 and go from there. Okay, so let's break down this trade right here, which is NZDJPY. I literally took this about an hour and 30 minutes ago. I trade every day at 12:30 London time, not London time, Pacific time, 12:30 Pacific time, which is the London session. That's 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central. So let me break down this NZDJPY here. So I'm getting $17, which is about 17% of the main whole account, but it's 10% of the trading account, right? So I was aiming for $15, but I calculated. I just always estimate how many pips I'm gonna take, and I throw it into the calculator. So this trade was a 7.9 trade pips. I take all my notes on my paper here every time, and I recommend you guys do it too, so it's consistent with your rules. So my 3 rules I do are moving averages, trend line, and then support and resistance to find out where I'm enter. So let me show you guys really quickly my thought process on this NZDJPY. So a lot of people I see, they teach you how to trade, but what they do is they go back. They already know what's gonna happen. Of course, they're gonna be like, okay, it's gonna go down here. But I'll show you guys what I saw before the trade happened. Okay, so I entered the trade at 9:28, 10:34, right? So all I saw was this. I did not see this yet, right? So what I did, every time I trade, I just go look at all the pairs, and I go look at what's coming back and bouncing off the MA50. This is MA200, MA50, and MA20. I don't really care about the MA20. I just put it there. But my main thing is the MA50, MA200 exponential, okay? and on close, in case you guys are wondering. So what happens is I just come through the pairs and I look here. You see how it's coming to bounce here. I always trade the pullback only. I don't trade continuation. For example, if it's already dropping, I don't trade with it. I trade the pullback. So the number one thing I do is I look for the M850. Let me put it down here. And then next I draw a trend line. Well, I didn't really draw a trend line. I just eyed it, but I'll show you guys the trend line that I would do. You just look here how it goes. It starts to make lower lows, lower highs. Right here, right? So lower high, lower high. It's a little bit here, but the market's not gonna be perfect. Okay, it's not gonna be perfectly lower high, perfect. All right, so boom, lower high, a little bit higher. It's okay. Lows here, pretty low. So it went below the MA50, so that's okay. So if I also draw a trend line, I'll be perfectly like this, like that. And then next, I will do my support and resistance. So you can see here, there's a lot of resistance right here. So I'm just gonna put a line here first to see where it is. So you see here, there are some supports and then resistance. It became resistance here, came down, it broke it, but it went up. So in the past, you kind of see how it's resisting here. So that's why I'm okay. Moving averages one. I don't know why it does this sometimes. Oh, there you go. Moving averages is one. And then next is trend line. The next is support and resistance. My three confirmations. And then how do I find my take profit? My take profit, I just basically look to the left, and it's obviously, if it's gonna create a lower low, it's gonna pass the previous low that just happened right here. So your take profit, I just put it around here, which was what was it, 68.99.4. It was even a little higher, 99.4 here. So there's a lot of resistance or support here. So I just took it right there, and that was about 7.9. It was less than that, 7.9 take profit. So all you gotta do is 7.9 take profit. You gotta find out what 10% of your account is. So let's just say, so my account was 150. So with 7.9, you just gotta figure out your lot size in order to find out that it's 10%. So I did mine, and it was 0.23 right here was my lot size. There you go. And then this is actually the fastest trade on this account that hit take profit. It only literally took 30 minutes to hit my take profit here. Yeah, so just boom, boom, 30 minutes. Not even 30 minutes, it's like 22 minutes, 20 minutes. Hit my take profit. Yeah, so that was basically a perfect entry, perfect trade. But let me show you guys one that's not all perfect. So the one I took on Friday, last week I only took two trades because I was going out, so I wasn't able to trade at 12:30. So I didn't trade, but I took two trades last week and they all hit take profit. So this was Friday, Euro GBP here. So I already did I mark my entry? Yes, 91.39 take profit. Yep, so they're all marked up. 12:30. Yep, good. So Euro JPY, Euro GBP is this one, and so like I said, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I saw, um, like this, right? And then that's all I saw. I just flipped through all the pairs. I came and saw this. It went down, came down, tested it, right? So you see here the trend lines. You can see it kind of going down the trend. Like I said, I don't know. I don't usually even draw a trend line. I just eye it. You can see that it's going down. It's creating lower highs and creating lower lows here. So when I create the lower lower here, you can see that it's coming back up. And I trade a pullback, like I said, right? So boom, it dropped. So we didn't see any of this. I didn't see any of this yet. It just came and hit the. This is what I saw. It came and hit the moving average 50 right here. So I drew support and resistance. You see here. So this is actually where I entered, but a good support and resistance line would be like right here. You see here, boom, support, broke through it, came in, respected it, came. See, there's a lot of support here. So now resistance went down. So okay, it hit the MAs, hit the trend line, and boom. And another thing I do too is for M30 and H4, I make sure that the moving average, if the price is also under the moving averages, right? So this is all I saw, right? So the price was still under the moving averages of MA50 and MA200 and H1, right? That's the thing I forgot to mention in the last trade. You see here, when I entered, it was below both the MAs. What is it? 200 and the 50. The 50 is a purple. So H4 and daily, I'm more flexible with it. So as long as H4 minimum H4 needs the moving averages needs to be below the if I'm selling it needs to be below the MA50. So at this part right here, it barely crossed the MA50. Then daily actually wasn't. Um, daily was the price was above the 50 and the 200. So why did I take the trade? Is because my take profit. You can see here, this is the only time I really use the MA20 is for my take profit. Make sure it's not below the MA20 here, right? So as you can see here, I entered on this white line, this right here, and my take profit was above the MA20. Because usually in the higher time frames, the moving averages are stronger for resistance and support. So as you can see here, my take profit was still above the MA20. So that's why I'm like, okay, I'll take the trade. So yep, that's why I entered it. And like I said, this is not the perfect trade. When I entered was 91.39, 91.39 here. Right when I entered, it went drawdown, right? It went to drawdown. How many pips? Let's find out here. It went about 27 pips in drawdown. And then it's crazy because right when it went to drawdown, it came back and it almost hit my take profit here. It was literally less than 1 pip. I think it was about it was like half a pip from take profit. And I was like, man, I should have took it. But like my strategy is it's either gonna hit take profit or it's not. So even though it's really close, it's up to you if you guys are trading the strategy or a trader yourself. Everybody has their own preferences, but I just leave it and let it hit my take profit. And then here it came and hit my take profit right here. So it took about let me see. It took about 10 hours for it to hit take profit. What I do is I just enter the trade and I just leave the screen. All right, I don't even monitor. I come back and just check on it, but I don't adjust my trade or anything. Let's see. So that's it. A little recap. All right. So number one is moving averages. Make sure it's moving averages. I started M15 moving averages, so make sure the moving averages on M15, M30, H1. They're all three are both under the MA200 and under the MA50. The H4 minimum at least below if you're selling MA50. It's okay about the MA200 because price moves faster on the lower time frames, but for example, the moves here, it's a lot less than the smaller time frames. In the daily, like I said, as long as the take profit is not below the MA20, then you'll be okay. So that's the moving averages. And then second is trend line, and then support resistance. Those three things only, okay? So I don't use a stop loss. I'm just using what I'm willing to lose, which is $100. Some people ask me, how come I don't just keep trading on my demo account? Because I have already tripled my demo account, if you guys seen my other video. So now I'm trying to learn the emotion side of trading now, which is adding money to your account. So you should always trade with money you're okay to lose, at least for my opinion. So, because if you're trading, for example, try to make rent next month, all right? If you're trying to make rent next month, You try to make red next month. You're like, oh man, I need to close it. I need to. There's a lot of emotions, so you want to eliminate as many emotions as you can. So right now I'm just trading to learn. I'm not trading to make a living yet. So like they said, after you learn, you earn, right? So it's okay for me to lose $100, $200. It's a learning experience that I'm paying for, right? So yep. So thank you guys all for watching. If you guys have any questions on the strategy, or let me go through my other trades I entered, I will do the same. But like I said, it's just really those 3 steps: moving averages, trend line, and support and resistance, and then looking at the other time frames to make sure it confirms. So right now I'm at 168. I have 5 positive take profit, 2 more trades, and I'll be able to double my account. And then I'm gonna add $300 more to make it a $500 account. I think I'm just gonna stay at $500 for a bit until I double that account and how comfortable I feel moving forward. Okay, so thank you guys all for watching. Hit the subscribe so you guys can keep up, and like button, comment below for any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.